This is an International 433 pay scraper. It's made by First Gear and it's in 1/25th scale. Now to me this is kind of like the crown jewel of the First Gear International construction line. This thing is just fantastic. Not only is it cool to have just a scraper in such a big scale, but to have First Gear have done just such a good job on it is just fantastic. The thing's got little bits of fine detail just coming out the wazoo. They really did do a good job on it. And one of the things that First Gear has done, which I don't think is particularly good, every time they make a new international model, it's got more and more plastic on it. And this thing does a pretty good job of being mostly die-cast. It does have some finer bits of plastic on it, but for the most part it's all metal, and that is really cool. This thing's got a lot of weight to it. It is heavy, but like I said, it's just a very, very nice model. They made a couple different versions of the 433s. This is the white one, obviously. There's an army one, there's a standard yellow one, and there's also a push-pull set. Now those came only in pairs. They had the I guess the bales on the front and the hooks on the back. So yeah, so you could basically set them up as a push-pull tandem. And those are really nice, but they're also hard to find. The box is enormous, and they are fairly expensive. I don't think I've ever seen a push-pull set sell for less than $300. Maybe that's changed now, but for a long time, that's the minimum you're going to have to pay. And at least I've been looking for a while, and I've never seen one for less than $3. Anyway, so starting off, the cab is really good. The everything is just really well done in there, and it's kind of funny because it's such a simple machine when you really think about it. I mean, you really only need 3 levers. Here you got your power shift transmission, and I mean that's really about it. But you do have some nice warning labels in there. You got fire extinguisher, which is cool. The seat detail is actually really nice. It's surprising. Yeah, I mean, it's just a seat. How nice can you make it? But it's actually looks really good. As far as the motor and the transmission and everything goes, it, again, First Gear just does such a good job. Like, everything is in there. You can see like the information plate there. You can see the drive lines in there coming from the motor to the I guess that's the transmission there, and then back to the axle. Again, another one of those just fine, fabulous details is there's a teeny tiny little dipstick right there. They could have just said heck with it, don't worry about it, whatever, but it's there. And that's cool. That's what First Gear is so good at, is the little tiny things. All the cylinders are nice. The hydraulic lines and piping, everything there is pretty cool. It all looks very good. The cylinders are a little bit stiff. They're really stiff on the bowl. Like, I have a little bit of travel right there, but anywhere further up or down is pretty stiff, and I don't want to break it, so I haven't really pushed it too hard. Another thing that's really cool, another fine little detail, easy to be forgotten about, is you have the grease schedule right there on the side of the bowl, and alongside it you have the ID tag, like the serial plate. That's really cool. Again, it's just another one of those little things where they could have never put that on there and nobody would have ever noticed it, but they did it. The motor on the rear, again, looks pretty cool. Both the stacks have the rain flappers to them, which is cool. Not sure why you really need one on the back, but it's there. Gosh, this thing is so darn heavy. It does move pretty well. And again, you can see the some motor detail in there too. They did a really good job with all the fuel lines, the injector pump, and all that. Looks very good. Everything in the bowl looks cool. The ejector does come out. It's got a pair of cylinders that'll push it out. The apron, I probably should have done that before I turn it around. You can just barely see it. It's got the mesh there, so if you're sitting in the seat, you can look in the back while the apron's up, and you can kind of see through and get a good look in the bowl and see what you got going on there, which is nice. Here you can get to see some of a good look inside the motor there, and again, it just looks really good. I mean, it just looks fantastic. Really, just not enough nice things you can say about this scraper. Like I said, it's probably my favorite out of all these international models. There's that old flapper stack again. That's just cool. Overall, this thing is fantastic. It really is. It's not an uncommon model. The white is a little harder to find than the standard yellow, but you can still find the yellow pretty regular. Same with the Army version. I don't know why. The Army version, you can still find that on clearance from a couple different places. I think Outback Toys had one on clearance for forever. I don't remember how much they were. I think it was like $89 or $99, which is $99 is a steal for one of these, in my opinion. I think it's worth every penny of 99. And I'm not too crazy about the Army version, but it is still pretty fantastic, even if it's green. So anyway, that's about it. Like I said, overall, it's a fantastic model. It looks awesome sitting on the shelf. It looks great with all the other international models. It is too big for the lowboy, and it looks really goofy if you try to put it on the this 1/25th lowboys, but not that you can't do it. Anyway, so if you have any questions or comments, feel free to ask. If you have anything you'd like to see, let me know. If you'd like to see more of what we have, please subscribe to Maryland Construction Diecast, and thanks for watching.